Gabriel's asking, what about PLSX? So we got your thoughts on Pulse, and what are your thoughts on PulseX?
Well, I imagine that we kind of have to look at Uni for that one, right? Or Pancake Swap, or some of those tokens for the exchanges to kind of get an idea of what those are capable of.
Yep.
I mean, Uniswap's done pretty dang good considering it's does nothing unless you're like unless you own an insane amount and you're part of the group. You're not going to use it for votes, right? I mean, it just sits there, and it's made us a ton of money. The airdrop, I'm not complaining at all, but imagine if the Uni token was deflationary. Like
game
that's
changer. Instantly. That tokenomic alone is a
crazy
instant game changer.
Yeah, so a lot of people are saying, PulseX is going to go up a lot faster in the beginning because there's so much volume and activity that's going to go on with PulseX and Pulse. People are trading and bridging and doing all this crazy stuff. So that's going to definitely like pump up the price of PulseX, I think, in the beginning. And but then over time it should kind of like level out. And you're definitely going to have a way to stake it. Everything is stakeable now. Like that, we'll never go back to a world where you can't stake a coin, or else people just won't. They'll be like, what's this any good for?
Why do I have this coin? Yeah, I can go stake and earn more, and with that coin.
Yeah, it's like a phone that's connected to the wall by a cord. It's like, why are we going back to that shit?
Dude, I can't even remember the last time I had a landline.
Do you remember like the first cordless phone you had in your house? And you're like, dude, I can walk all over the place.
That was incredible.
This is great.
But then you'd have your family hopping on the call with you as well, and all them bitches would just be fucking, I'm in the room with you. Ha ha, I hear your conversation. You're like, get off the phone, Billy. Whatever it was, right? Oh shit, dude, that was a game changer. Yeah, that was a different time, right? But I love that example because I think that's something that a lot of folks don't really know about with PulseX, and I'll give my 2 cents on it. But with PulseX is like with DEXs, we don't really have a lot of information on, unfortunately, right? Like you look at it, I think the first DEX was introduced in 2018, and at that point in time, there had already been, crypto's already been a thing for a long time. So, and again, they don't really have the same tokenomics. Like you said, Uniswap was really the first one that kind of got big with it. But, again, what use case does it have besides like a voting protocol, and you have to own so much and all these things. So like I think PulseX is going to blow people's minds away. That's a play that I think it's the rabbit in the hare scenario where the Pulse is gonna freaking just do some stupid shit real fast and just melt faces, I say, and then PulseX is gonna be the little hare or turtle in the back, or the rabbit and turtle, hare and the turtle, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying. But
tortoise and the hare. I was literally thinking the same thing as you were saying that. the same analogy.
Yeah, and so literally it comes back to it's gonna be Pulse is gonna melt faces right from the jump. Get ready, because again, like. While it's going to be very volatile, people are going to be getting in, it's going to be dumping. I think it can do some amazing things if you just hold it, even for just freaking 2 to 3 years. And not, if you did nothing but just hold all 4 tokens, by the way, folks, let me just say this. Just to be real clear, me or HEXRayVision is not a financial advisor. We don't offer financial advice. We can't do that. But we can share our thoughts on what's coming in the future. And guys, if you just get a fucking piece of each one, Hex on Ethereum, Hex on PulseChain, PulseX and PulseChain, and then you just wait and hodl them suckers, like, yeah, I think we all win. Yeah. So let's just be real about all this. It's incredible, but don't try to play one over the other. That's going to be my recommendation. Don't think you need to get into like 90% Pulse when it launches and only have 10% PulseX. I think that's playing it backwards, and you're trying to play a game that you don't want to be trying to learn. That's my thoughts. I would say you probably want to end up being like 50-50, or should I say 25-25-25-25, right? But that's just kind of...
We have this opportunity to be the house.
Right.
Like, facts. You used to have to bet on something. You have to bet on an NFL team, right? Oh, I'm going to bet on this team. I'm going to bet on this team. Why not just buy stock in the NFL? And then it doesn't matter who wins the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter who's selling jerseys, because you're getting a piece of everything. Yep. So we have an opportunity to own the financial system of the future. Yep. Yeah, that's why it's like,
Love
yeah,
it.
tortoise or hare, shit, I'll take both. I'll buy the whole like racetrack. I'll buy the
Facts.
racetrack, I'll buy the concession stands, I'll buy the parking lot, and then you just sit back and let the degens come in and gamble.
And we're gonna have it all. So, guys, I'm so excited for like I'm like literally mind blown.
You do know about the No Shade Toe Pulse Chain, right? I think
I
me and two
do.
other
I
people
do.
are running it.
I was
This is
I
some
was gonna
crazy
try to
stuff
do
right
something
here.
similar. My wife actually told me to immediately cut it real fast because I don't grow a beard so well, you know what I mean? I still got the little patchy and stuff, and so I tried growing it out. I did it for probably about 8 months, and then she was like, get rid of it, right? She's like, I don't like kissing, you know, she doesn't like the beard and kiss, and so I was just like, oh, I still want to be loved, so I fucking shaved it all down, you know.
I'm still into human touch, I guess. I guess.
But I do think I may join the party with you. You said that once PulseChain launches, you're gonna go and shave, and you're gonna do it until 1000x.
1000x. So we're gonna grow out till 1000x.
I may end up joining that party with you because you know we'll see. But you know it's just again because like whenever the wife's happy, like dude, you have to imagine, guys, the money that's gonna be made on PulseChain is going to allow me to be able to grow a beard. Like let's just say that. like she ain't gonna be complaining about it at that point in time. It'll just be like I'm doing this for the cause, right? And so. So absolutely. Crypto Freedom says, did you say 2 million% PLS? How long after launch? So he was talking about 2 cycles.
Yeah. Well, as you were saying before, this isn't financial advice. I want everyone to know I'm wrong about every prediction I've ever made in life. No, seriously, I'm the Jim Cramer of crypto. I'm like, this is definitely going to happen next month. It will definitely not happen next month. I am the worst. I've just been around long enough to make up for being wrong about everything. So stick in the game. Stick in the game.
Yeah.
But let's say I'm anywhere close with Pulse. Pulse launches in the next 3 or 6 months before my stuff comes out. You got this spike 24, 25, and then even if the spikes get longer and longer like they have been, let's say instead of 28, 29, let's say 2030, right? So that's 7 years. So you're looking at, I think it's conservative to say you might make 2 million% in 7 years.
Wow. And I can't disagree with that. I mean, I really, why would I want to disagree with that, first of all? But like, I don't see a problem with that statement because I mean, you looking at just the easy math on it, it was talking about a simple 4000x in about 3.5 years on average is what it's done for layer ones. And this is just an average. That's why I can say it. Because again, just looking at data, it's done an average of 4000x in 3.5 years. That's pretty freaking solid. And then you just imagine the network, the community that we have, and then the actual fact that we have such an amazing founder who's not going to probably be dumping on everyone's head. Like, who really? I can't say that for certain, but I mean, he hasn't done it yet. So, I mean,
let me say this. I don't want to. I'm not going to let anything out of the bag I shouldn't say. But
of course,
when you are a founder of a coin, there's a lot of different ways to print money out of thin air. Okay, so people are seeing stuff like a sacrifice or the adoption amplifier or a bunch of things. You know, they're seeing the OA, right?
Yep.
That alone is more money than Richard Hart really ever wants in his life. He doesn't want money. He wants respect. He wants recognition. Right. There's 3 or 4 other ways when you found a coin to print money out of thin air. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to say Richard Hart has probably got piles and piles of money you don't even understand because you haven't founded a coin, that he's most likely is balling on that money, let alone any of the other stuff that you understand.